Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, we are going to start our ongoing meditation session now. Be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take some few minutes to understand ourselves, how this practice can help for our inner development. So when it comes to Buddha's teaching, the main purpose of this all practice is inner cultivation. So development of your mind towards the wisdom. So when it comes to wisdom, before we go to a spiritual path, or before we go to spiritual development, in this conventional life as an ordinary person, there are certain things that we have to understand. Without neglecting that, you cannot develop that spiritual path. Because that your spiritual development doesn't come if you are separate from your conventional life. So then as an ordinary person, you have to be very grounded and very natural person as a human being. So we are capable to do many things with these machines and technology and with the science. We are capable to reach to different other planets even. And we came through all the civilizations, developing many other material things. But we are more failed to become a complete human being. So then the important thing is why that the wisdom disappear from us, because we are more deeply disconnecting from our natural inner behavior. So then before you going to get something out of meditation, listen this very carefully and be with me. So before you get something out of meditation practice, there are certain wisdom you have to gain out of your conventional life. So that is a kind of like a deeper foundation for you. How you can get it? So there are certain wisdom you should learn from your parents, from your mother, from your father. So that's why most of time, Buddha himself declared, the parents are like the Buddhas. So what does that mean? Why the Buddha say that way? So the Buddha is not a kind of like a person. The Buddha is the certain kind of the development, the highest development of our human consciousness. It's a Buddhahood. So then when the Buddha said, okay, your parents are like your Buddha. So we mostly try to respect them kind of like a physical way. Oh, this is my Buddha. But more than that physical connection, remember, there is a certain kind of wisdom in your parents. So first level, you should take it. So if you can't take that wisdom to you from your mother, from your father, it is very difficult for you to get the wisdom from the outside or from through any kind of spiritual practice. So then start from there. Look into yourself, look into your past, look into your life, look into your parents, and you will recognize to this conventional life, there are deeper wisdom they had. Get it and be with it and use it in day-to-day life. Not everything what they have done, but there is a certain kind of wisdom they had. And the other thing is, from your husband or from your wife, there is a certain wisdom you should gain. And from your children, they also teach you something. There is a certain wisdom you should get through your children. And friends, there is a certain wisdom that you can gain through your friends. And all other living beings, humans, and then at the same time, all other animals, there is a certain wisdom that, as example, look at this, all the most of the yoga postures. And the most of it is very difficult to find a human related posture. That's all the postures came out of the animal's name. Cobra posture, turtle posture, Scorpio. So this kind of peacock, see, this all the animals' name. And cat. And try to get that with some kind, there's some wisdom within them. Try to get it. Another thing is, with this nature, there is some wisdom with that nature. With the seasons, get it. So when you're able to get that wisdom like that way, and then when you sit for meditation and practice yourself, then you will see how deeply that the inner recognition going to become more sharp and clear. So then remember, get the wisdom from your parents, get the wisdom from your husband and wife, and even you are divorced, remember, there is some lesson that you learn. So get it. And get the wisdom from your partners, get the wisdom from your friends, get the wisdom from your children. And sometimes they're not going to teach you from books and kind of like that things. Life lessons. That is what I mean. There is a life lesson that they always teach you. And animals around you. There's even some material things will give you a very good life lessons to you. If you're able to get that, then your whole relationships or your life around other people itself become a very, very good meditation. See, you think the meditation is just closing your eyes and do something. It's nothing to do that. So, and once you have that wisdom, it opens your mind. And wherever you go in this conventional life, it takes you out of the fear. It takes you out of the unhappiness. It takes you out of the unbalance because you know something about life. And when you take out of the unbalance, when you take out of the fear, when you get out of the unhappiness, what happens? You don't look for something from outside. So if you go towards something outside, always remember, maybe there is a fear in you. It doesn't matter for things or people or relationship or anything. If you go towards outside, look for something, there is a fear in you, there is unhappiness in you, there is unsatisfaction in you. Why? Because the very nature of the satisfaction, the very nature of the unhappiness, it allows you to settle down. So when you are unhappy, that's why you always move out, go here and there. That's why you always look for something. So when you have the wisdom from your very conventional life, your conventional happiness and satisfaction going to be there with you. And once you have that conventional satisfaction, that your day-to-day life going to become more comfortable for you. That comfort is very necessary. And when you have that comfort, what happens? Your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, whatever the perception that you perceive, become very clear. So otherwise, what happens? When it comes to this world, when it comes to this universe, this all, the planets, everything, that we perceive that all because of there is a light. There is a light within all of us. There is a physical light within all of us. And at the same time, there is a deeper spiritual recognition that we call the wisdom. There is an inner light within all of us. So when you perceive something, what does that mean? You connect with the light. But the fear, unsatisfaction, unhappiness, doubt, uncertainty, that kind of things create a kind of like a smoke or the fog. So then in between you and something, the material or person or thing, in between you and that, that your own fear, own unhappiness, own unsatisfaction create kind of like a fog or the smoke. Then what happened? The perception not going to become very clear. So when the perception not become clear, accurate, the perceiver again and again depend on unhappiness, unsatisfaction, fear, anxiety, depression, uncertainty, unbalance. So that all the things. For practice point of view, we put a name called all the negativity. Only for practice point of view. That is where this all the negativity arises in us. So it is very important to get out of this fog or get out of this smoke. Because by praying, asking, and struggling with it, you can't take it. So then the meditation is a method to develop a science in you to get out of that smoke or get out of that fog. So how it happens? From where this fog comes? What is the main reason for that? Because when you have the fear, unbalance, unsatisfaction, and it start to take you to deeper imagination or the dream. So we are mastermind for dreams. We know how to dreams. 24/7, we are on the dream state. We are well perfect to dream. So the dreams bring that fog or the smoke strong in between the perception and the perceiver, or the object and the subject. So then how you can get out of the dream? Why? Because we born with the dream. We born because of the dream. We born with the dream. And we live with the dream. Now, we come to a point to stop that dream. So by dreaming, you can't do it. Because some people think come to meditation and they dream. And their meditation itself a dream. They visualize things and create things their own mind and dreaming, believing they can get out of the dream. No, you get into another dream. That's it. So then there is a key to get out of the dream, the dream habit. So that is what called attention. So when your mind in attention level, when your mind on attention state, you get out of the dream state. But it's still not enough. Still that dream has power to have a deeper connection with the attention. It has power to get friendly with anything. There are some people, like the people who smoke or drink, wherever they go, they become very friendly with, we don't know how they become friends. They take only 1 minute, 2 minutes. They go to any place, anywhere, even the middle of the jungle, maybe they find somebody who ever smoke or whoever drink. They are so capable to do that. So like that, this all The dream state has a deeper skill to get connected with anything. So then, once you have the attention, the dream can use your attention to maintain another dream. And that is where the most of time rather than we put the attention, we like to take the attention. That is come from the dream connection. So that's where everywhere we go, we like to get the attention and get the attention. Sometimes we ask from others, how I did it? What do you think about it? You know, kind of like we try to validate things through using others' attention towards us. So then even though this attention has power to illuminate the fog or the smoke in between the perception and the experiencer, but still when the dream state have the deeper connection with the attention, that what we do, we rather than put the attention, we start to go towards take the attention. Now you know the mechanism. So once you start to interfere to get the attention, then again and again and again, what happens? The dream state becomes stronger. So then meditation is a method, is even you rescue from that also. So the meditation is a method to rescue from your dream, and meditation is a method to take you out of the attention that you try to get out of others. And then at the same time, you start to use the attention to make it more stronger, more stronger, more stronger. So when you develop the attention, when you put the attention, not to try to take the attention, when you put the attention, as a result of that, you reduce the dream state and increase the awareness. When the awareness becomes sharper, clear, and stronger, the dream state little by little become weaker. So that's why we get the primary mental object. It is a very conscious decision. So once you keep the attention towards that, by the time attention develops, as a result of the attention, you gain the awareness. Once the awareness becomes stronger, 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 anymore your imagination or your dreaming state disappear. When the dreaming state disappear, that means the smoke or the fog start to disappear. When the smoke or the fog disappear, in between your eye and whatever the object that you see, it's become very clear. So that clarity itself bring out of, we call this direct perception. So what you hear between the sound and your ear, it become very clear. And with your nose and the smell, taste and the tongue, the sensation with the body become very clear. So then when you perceive any perception in that very level, the recognition arises. Just imagine with your eye, when you see something, when you hear something, when you smell something, taste something, feel something, right away, if the recognition comes, there is no imagination. See, that is what called the clarity. It is not a kind of like a black magic. It is very clear white magic. This is what the white magic. You know, in between this, there is no any unnecessary power or the unknown power interfere with that. So when you have that direct perception, you're able to see things as it is. That is what called tranquility state, undisturbed mind, samadhi, satori, kevalya. This all the same quality, same mind. So once you have it, now you whatever come to you, you experience it to the 100%, to the highest level. Without that experience, you cannot analyze it. Because maybe you perceive half of it because of the fog, and then half of it you take it as a full, and then in that very level, what happened? You are getting to the wrong state. So through the perception, when you become very clear and whatever you perceive, direct person without past or the future interference, you itself experience it and recognize very clearly. And that recognition will show you the very nature of you and the environment, you and this outside world. And there you recognize there is no separation. That is where you understand you are kind of like a spider. And all the web around you, and you are in the middle. So like that, your house around this, everything that you created. And it's all this world, and you take it as your nation, your country. And then you take it as the world and take it as your universe. So you are in the kind of like the middle of that spider web. So you recognize it. It is not separate from you. It is itself you. And at the same time, you recognize the very nature of it. And that recognition will take you to understand how things come to be as they are. So in the very first level, you recognize things as it is. And when you more go into analytical method, that what you recognize, that understanding will take you to understand how things come to be as they are. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, just keep the mind for a while. Just your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, what you perceive. Once you recognize things as it is, and once you know how it come to be as it is, there's nothing else to understand. Because that recognition itself brings the completion to yourself. That completion itself is your highest level of human intellect. That recognition itself is your liberation. That recognition itself, your transformation. That recognition itself, your ultimate bliss of Nibbana. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. In the beginning, bring your attention in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And take a very conscious decision and recognize your inhalation and exhalation. So just allow it to happen. And when it happens, through the sensation here, recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. So don't try to bring any kind of verbal conversation to inside you. Don't try to have any kind of judgment. Don't interfere to that sensation. So don't try to make anything happen the way you want. Just allow everything to happen as it is. But keep the recognition only towards your own inhalation and exhalation. And see how the moment by moment that you experience it. So with that, bring your attention to your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Suapat Veva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment you're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And recognize it through the sensation. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, the stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Being Suva, frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma and the Sangha, and also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ca ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma anudhamma patipattiya Buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.